That's how the influencers do it, right? There's a bunny outside! Hey mom, hey Josh, hey everyone else. Welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be the Easter 28th birthday vlog. But before we get to any of the fun festivities and plans for this next week, I do have a work from home day. One of my goals that I actually set last birthday that I feel like I've been doing a good job at is having a better work from home kind of routine. Oh, there's a fly. It is so easy for me to either like sit down and work for 6 hours, not get up, not eat, not drink, and like kind of just lock in. And then there's other days where it's so easy for me to stay in bed and rot and be like, oh, I'll just get to everything tomorrow. And neither of those are good. So I'm trying to be more of a 28-year-old and figure that out. So this morning started off as usual, coffee and breakfast with Josh, got him off to work. I did get back in bed to finish my coffee, read my Bible, journal a little bit, you know, a good start to the morning routine. And I'm trying this thing, I saw it on Pinterest and I don't even know if it is like going to work, but it was like, if you struggle getting 10,000 steps during a day, which I would like to argue that most of us do. I work from home in a very small duplex. I don't have a sidewalk outside, nowhere within walking distance. So it's very difficult unless I'm on my walking pad, which shout out to Blaze, still use it. But the thing I saw on Pinterest was if you work from home, start your morning with like a 15 to 20 minute walk, either outside or on a treadmill. And then you do like 45 minutes of work, take a break, let your brain kind of calm down for a second, get some water, maybe make some lunch, do another 20-minute walk. Setting a timer, you don't get up for a certain amount of time, you plow, you work on something, whether it's productive or not, you're working on something, then you get up. I've been loving just going outside and reading, or I'll get back on the walking pad, watch a podcast, watch a vlog. But I've actually really been enjoying it, and I feel like I've been way more productive because there's intentionality behind each section of the day. Like I said, it is Easter weekend. Today is Good Friday. We love you, Lord. I've had a ton of stuff that I've had to plan out for the church. So I've done this whole week and it's worked really well. And I recently started working with one of my friends again who runs this nonprofit. So today I am going to set a timer for 45 minutes this morning and bust out some content for her and then take a break, figure out what I'm gonna do with the next 45 minutes, but we're gonna start there. All right, so I started this one and finished 2 other posts for my friend's nonprofit. I did a bunch of admin stuff for the month of May for our church, just like planning out volunteers and scheduling myself for a ton of volunteer stuff. And then threw some stuff in Slack. And I know the whole goal was to work on this, but some admin stuff popped up that I was like, I can get that done quick. So now I'm going to close my computer and it's 1:30, so I'm gonna make some lunch. I've actually had a couple people reach out and ask what a day, like a work day looks like. So I'm trying to film it a little bit more in depth today because, you know, being freelance, working from home, being a graphic designer in any capacity looks different for every single person. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to show what I'm up to.
.78 and the UV is 6, so I don't know when I'm going back inside.
Another round, let's go. So I was kind of locked in after that first 45 minutes, and then I added a 30-minute timer, and I think it was a mistake. Not that I didn't get more done, like I was on a roll, and so I kept going, but now that I've been sitting here for like over an hour, my eyes are feeling strained, I feel exhausted, and I just want to go rot instead of my next time on the treadmill. Also, it's still stunning outside, so maybe I'll just go back outside. The same friend that I was working on the nonprofit stuff for is also starting her own personal like blog, kind of online store situation. And so I did build out kind of a visual brand guide. She had a ton of stuff already locked in, which is chef's kiss, but I needed to see it like visually so that when I start building out the website, I know, did you see that?
I know.
Whew. A fly wanted to make an appearance on YouTube. Anyways, so that when I start building out the website, I have a visual of like, okay, that color goes with that, these are the fonts, etc. And I don't really know when she's launching or how long this is gonna take, so I'm gonna keep this little piece to myself. It is about 3:30. I'm gonna grab a snack and then get back on the treadmill. Am I getting a ton of steps? Not yet. Am I getting sweaty and then going back to work? Yes, I am. All right, it's a little bit later. I'm done with work for the day. Josh is on his way home and it is now dinner time. Salmon, Brussels sprouts, gonna make some rice. Might throw some edamame in the microwave. Either way, gonna be delicious.
I use this shape because it kind of light. You can make it work.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I downloaded the Dutch Bros app because I get a birthday reward this coming week. Because I didn't have the app in so long, they sent me a free medium drink. They were like, we missed you, and I said, say less. So I got a iced vanilla latte with soft top and cinnamon sprinkle. I was gonna do a nitro, but I was like, do not need that much caffeine this morning, especially because I haven't had a nitro from them in so long, but I'd give this probably a 5 out of 10. No shame to them. It's just when you work somewhere and you learn how to make a drink or a snack or a whatever exactly how you like it, it's just not the same when someone else does it. But this morning I dropped Josh off at work and we're doing Easter errands today. So my goal is I need to get some flowers and some mason jars to put them in. I'm gonna just kind of sprinkle those around the dance studio tomorrow. And then I might be doing some sort of balloon arch, if not balloon stand. And if that ends up not working, we do have a helium tank that I might just blow a couple up and put them around. Another small but very important goal that I have today is I'm currently reading Every Vow You Break with my book club, and I'm doing the audiobook, and I only have like maybe 40% left, so I'm trying to finish that today as I drive around and as I run all these errands. First stop on the list is Goodwill because I'm putting out some donuts and some other treats, and I want to see if they have any cute platters that aren't just Easter specific, so maybe I can keep them and use them for next time. So let's go. It is 85 degrees outside and so humid, but I got pretty flowers. But I did Goodwill, nothing. $1 Tree, super picked over. Target, got my coffee beans, which is the only reason I went. And then I hit the Dollar Tree, another thrift store, and the Walmart here in my town, and got everything I needed. I got all of the pastries, got the flowers, got the decor, so now it's just time to put it all together. So I think I'm gonna start with the flowers so that they can be sitting in water overnight. Okay, now I need to start blowing up balloons because I think this might take me a minute. I haven't made a balloon arch since I lived in Michigan. So it's been a minute, but I'm hoping that it's one of those like riding a bike situations where it just kind of comes all back to me. I'm basically just gonna blow all these up and then go from there. So thankfully I got my balloon pump because I used to do all of this myself, which is probably just not safe. Yeah, if you need me, I'll be here.
You're mine.
Alright,
What is this
just
shape?
that accessory wall is our street-based lunch, so be very thoughtful, Mr. Teacher. I will see you a little later. Thank you.
Thank you.
This week. She's been otherwise.
Buying it.
Shop, we got lots of little things to do, some pens.
Oh, you looks like this late.
They're all done. But there's so many of them. I have extra little balloons, but it all depends on what I can fit in my car. But feeling good. And honestly, like, shout out of all shout outs is this balloon pump because that went so fast. And I'm getting so excited for tomorrow. Just did an everything shower. Dinner's in the crock pot. Have about 30 minutes until it's done. If I could only describe to you guys how good it smells in here, I'll show you, but just know the smell is insane. So you have the broccoli, then you have the mess that we're going to ignore, then you have some rice, and then in here, if you can even see it, whoa, that was dumb. We have a broccoli beef situation that has been cooking for like 6 hours. And then we have cinnamon rolls for the morning. And yes, I did already eat one.
On the H9, feels really good. We were comparing it against a Glock 17 and a recoil spring. Despite that, the H9...
You're probably like, Tess, what's going on? Your room looks different. You would be correct. So we moved our bed to our living room, which I know sounds crazy, but it is getting so hot here in Tennessee. And yes, we understand that air conditioning exists, but like, I have never known the truth of heat rises more than in this apartment. And when I tell you there's a 20, well, it feels like a 20-degree difference between down here and upstairs, I'm not being dramatic. Well, I am being dramatic because I think it's only maybe like 8 degrees, but. So we put our bed down here and we're moving our living room to our master bedroom. But it's gonna be fun because now we kind of somehow turn this into a 3-bedroom apartment just by doing that. So now we have where we sleep, we have our kitchen, Josh has his office, and I have my craft room. And that sounds really exciting to me. I am the sole photo and video volunteer at our church, and so on a day like Easter, I had 2 cameras on me and I was shooting photo and video all day and it was so much fun. And I know that I filmed one clip that I was like, oh, I'll put that in the vlog. Happy Easter. The whole day was awesome. The balloon arch worked out really well. All of the donuts and the cinnamon rolls, it was such a good day, and then service itself was great. I said it yesterday, but there truly is nothing like an Easter Sunday, like the spring vibe, just the celebration of it all, so good. And then I came home and Josh had moved our bedroom downstairs. So ironically, a very eventful day, and I have 0 to maybe 3 clips of it. But now that the chaos of an Easter weekend is over, my birthday week can commence. We're doing dinner with some friends tonight, which is gonna be a blast. And then also we got a new washer and dryer. Shout out to Dad and Leslie. That gets here tomorrow. Some other birthday packages are coming in throughout the week. And so I'm just so excited. I'm gonna take y'all along on that. But until then, I'm gonna eat my rice, watch the Project Runway finale of season 15, which I'm very sad about because there's only one more season on Amazon and I've already seen the 2 seasons on Netflix. So that's gonna be a big bummer to end that on my birthday, but that's all right. I've said this before in other vlogs, but it's really weird when Sunday is a work day for both Josh and myself. So then Mondays, he's only going in for one meeting today. But we normally try to take Mondays off and only do the stuff that we want to do. And so after this weekend, I am so tired, and all I woke up this morning thinking about these leftovers. We made coffee. Josh ran off to one meeting, but then he'll be home shortly. And yeah, so if it looks like I'm just vegging out, it's because I am. And Josh worked all weekend, and so when he gets home, he will be vegging out as well. All of it. If my foot has been in this entire time. So my 23rd birthday was a month into COVID, so we were on lockdown. But Josh got me this leather-bound journal from a business that I love, and I've been filling it every birthday since and every anniversary since with words and pictures and paintings. And so every year on my birthday, I try to take time and just kind of process the year that was and the year that's to come. And it's become truly one of my favorite traditions, looking back every year too, of, oh, this is what I thought 23 was going to look like, and this is what 24 looked like. And even on our anniversary, I put pictures in there, and I put inside jokes from that year and stuff we learned, stuff that was hard. And it's almost becoming like a legacy journal, which I know sounds dramatic, but I can't wait until that thing is full and just sitting on a bookshelf one day for me or my kids or my grandkids to be like, oh, what was life like back then? It's like a little time capsule. So spent some time doing that, and then waited for our washer and dryer to get delivered, which it did. And the guys who brought it were really nice. Josh made friends. And even at one point, I got a text from a friend that said, check your front porch. And I went out there, and there was this. So needless to say, I cried when I opened the door and saw that. And something I'm personally very excited about, my sister sent me a how to start crocheting kit. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you know that has become my new personality. Like the last thing I posted on Instagram was just a bunch of granny squares. And that brings us to right now. I'm sitting on the floor in Josh's office, looking outside because it's raining, about to start filming the next vlog. So kind of an anticlimactic ending to my birthday Easter vlog, but thank you guys for watching it, and I will catch you in the next one.